I have long believed the following. Everything I need to know is revealed to me. Everything I need comes to me. All is well in my life. There is no new knowledge. All is ancient and infinite. It is my joy and pleasure to gather together wisdom and knowledge for the benefit of those on the healing pathway. I dedicate this offering to all of you who have taught me what I know, to my clients, to my friends in the field, to my teachers, and to the divine, infinite intelligence for channeling through me that which others need to hear. Acknowledgements. I wish to acknowledge Robert Lang, M.D., Associate Professor of Medicine, Yale University, Pete Grimm, D.C., and Renee Espy, D.C., who all shared their ideas and wisdom with me. Preface. Little did I know when I first wrote the original version of Heal Your Body that today I would be writing a preface for the 67th edition. This little blue book has become an indispensable item to many. I've sold hundreds of thousands of copies, far beyond my vision in the early days. Heal Your Body has opened countless doors and created friends for me everywhere. Wherever I travel, I meet people who show me well-worn copies carried constantly in their purses or pockets. This little book doesn't heal anyone, but it does awaken within you the ability to contribute to your own healing process. For us to become whole and healthy, we must balance the body, mind, and spirit. We need to take good care of our bodies. We need to have a positive mental attitude about ourselves and about life. And we need to have a strong spiritual connection. When these three things are balanced, we rejoice in living. No doctor or health practitioner can give us this, unless we choose to take part in our healing process. You will find many new additions in this version, and it is also cross-referenced to provide more input. I suggest that you make a list of every ailment you've ever had and look up the mental causes. You'll discover a pattern that will show you a lot about yourself. Select a few of the affirmations and do them for a month. This will help eliminate old patterns that you've been carrying for a long time. Louise Hay. Introduction. In this newly revised edition, I want to share with you one of the reasons why I know that disease can be reversed by simply reversing mental patterns. A number of years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer of the vagina. With my background of being raped when I was 5 years old and being a battered child, it was no wonder that I'd manifested cancer in the vaginal area. Having already been a teacher of healing for several years, I was very aware that I was now being given a chance to practice on myself and prove what I'd been teaching others. Like anyone who has just been told that they have cancer, I went into a total panic, yet I knew that mental healing worked. Being aware that cancer comes from a pattern of deep resentment that is held for a long time until it literally eats away at the body, I knew that I had a lot of mental work to do. I realized that if I had the operation to get rid of the cancer, but did not clear the mental pattern that created it, then the doctors would just keep cutting Louise until there was no more Louise to cut. If I had the operation and cleared the mental pattern that was causing the cancer, then the cancer wouldn't return. When cancer or any other illness returns, I don't believe that it's because the doctor didn't get it all out, but rather that the patient has made no mental changes and so just recreates the same illness. I also knew that if I could clear the mental pattern that created the condition called cancer, I wouldn't need the doctor. So I bargained for time. The doctor grudgingly gave me 3 months, at the same time warning me that my life was endangered by the delay. I immediately began to work with my own teacher to clear old patterns of resentment. Up till that time, I hadn't acknowledged that I harboured deep resentment. We're often so blind to our own patterns. A lot of forgiveness work was in order. The other thing I did was to go to a good nutritionist and completely detoxify my body. So between the mental and physical cleansing, in 6 months I was able to get the medical profession to agree with what I already know, that I no longer had any form of cancer. I still keep the original lab report as a reminder of how negatively creative I could be. Now, when I hear about someone's illness, no matter how dire their predicament seems to be, I know that if they're willing to do the mental work of releasing and forgiving, Almost anything can be healed. The word incurable, which is so frightening to so many people, really only means that the particular condition cannot be cured by outer methods, and that we must go within to effect the healing. The condition came from nothing, and will go back to nothing.